Hello students, today we are going to see the magnification in case of spherical mirrors. So what is the magnification? It is how many times the object is the image, or simply said, it is the size of the image with respect to object. So how many times? If we say, suppose object is 10 centimeter and image is 20 centimeter, so height of the or size of the image divided by size of the object will be 20 by 10, it will be 2. So image, if the magnification is 2, this means image is double of the object. If the magnification is half, then image will be half of the object. Now, depending upon the position of the object, we divide the magnification in two terms. First one is transverse magnification. Transverse magnification. What is this? Transverse magnification means the object is perpendicular to the principal axis of the mirror. Object will be perpendicular to the principal axis of the mirror, like this. So in this case we defined M. Magnification is M equal to height of image divided by height of object. Okay. Second case is longitudinal magnification. Longitudinal magnification. This case will be used when these are the mirrors. So this case will be used when the object will be lying on the principal axis. If the object is lying on the principal axis, then in this case we are going to find the longitudinal magnification. So what is the longitudinal magnification? We give a small subscript FL. So magnification in this case will be length of the image divided by length of the object. So transverse magnification, there is no need to write this T. If you just see M, this must be transverse magnification, or if you want to specify, there is no problem. So transverse magnification will be height of image by height of object. Naturally we are going to see in terms of, so suppose this is object and this is your image, so height of image and height of object will be your transverse magnification. Then length of the object and length of the image will define the longitudinal magnification. It is the ratio of length of the image divided by length of object. Suppose we have to find the image, we have to show the location of the image in the concave mirror. So I am just showing by an arrow an extended object, and I have to show the location of the image and its nature. So we have steps. The first step, what you do is we have to draw a parallel line. Parallel means parallel to the principal axis. Okay. So principal axis, so what will happen, it will pass through the focus of the, okay, before that, so this is one ray. Second ray we pass through the pole of the mirror. Pole of the mirror, we know the principal axis is already the normal. This principal axis is normal to the mirror, right? So if this is angle of incidence, so angle of reflection should be like this. Okay, so angle of reflection I am showing by this way. Okay, so ray number 2, ray number 2. What will happen to the ray number 1? Ray number 1 will pass through the focus somewhere, something like this. Suppose this is the focus of the mirror. So ray number 1 is parallel to the principal axis, so after reflection it will pass through the focus. Okay, this is ray number 1. Ray number 2 is incident at the pole, so it will make the same angle, or angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal, then it will come like this. This is ray number 2, this was ray number 1. before reflection, this is after reflection, this is before reflection, this is after reflection. So what we get is the image will be, so this point will be the image of the head point. If you join with the principal axis like this, so this we are going to get the image. So for this object, see carefully, for this object we are getting this image at the intersection. There are so many methods. We can take one ray passing through the focus. This will become parallel to the principal axis. If you want, I can show also, but this will make the diagram slightly confusing. What will happen if you take one ray like this, ray number 3? So ray number 3 will become parallel to the principal axis and it will intersect here itself. Ray number 3, this is ray number 3. Okay, so this will be your image. So basically we are taking 3 types of incident rays. One ray is parallel to the principal axis, it will reflect and pass through the focus. Second one, if the ray is passing through the focus, then after reflection it will become parallel to the principal axis. And third one, here we have taken case number 2. Case number 2, if the ray is coming at the pole, then it will reflect from the pole. In that case we have to show angle of incidence and angle of reflection equal in amount, right? So the intersection of these 3 rays will be the image. So whenever you need to geometrically find the image, we should not use all the 3 cases or all the 3 rays. In fact, any 2 of your convenience will be equal, right? Will be enough. Sorry. Now this case will rarely be asked from you. Generally we are preparing for objective type questions, so mostly we have to deal with mathematics of this magnification. So first one, transverse magnification. So m equal to height of image by height of object, we already know, but we can relate with the object distance and image distance. The formula you should carefully note, minus v by u. So minus and then v and then u. V and u must be put with appropriate sign. So sign convention, use proper sign convention, use proper sign convention while putting the values, okay. So I'm going to mention some steps to locate the image on the diagram. Suppose this is the concave mirror and this is the object. So step number 1, what we do, step number 1, locate the image of the foot, because this time we are not going to draw all the rays and we are not going to show the image by geometric construction. We are going to get the value of image and from that we are going to locate. So what we say is locate the image of the foot. So this foot is on the principal axis, so we treat this as a point object and get the image of this. So suppose this is the image of the foot, okay, this is object and this will be image, right? This is the step number 1. How to get this location, locate the image of the foot? This in mathematical term we say this is v. Second is find the magnification, find m equal to minus v by u, okay, because v we are already calculated, u will be given in the question, and the final step will be hi will be magnification into ho, because hi by ho equal to magnification. So we can write hi equal to ho into minus v by u. Okay. So suppose this magnification comes out. Suppose in a particular question the magnification comes out as +2. +2 means the image is going to be double the object size and on the same side of the principal axis. I mean upwards. If the magnification is, suppose in some other case image is here and its magnification equal to minus half, so minus half means it will be half of the length of the object. Okay, so this is the meaning of plus or minus. If the magnification comes plus, it should be above the y-axis, it should be above the principal axis. If the magnification is negative, it should be below the principal axis. Second one, longitudinal magnification. Longitudinal magnification. So here we don't have any specific formula for general case. It is true that for special case, if the object is very very small, then we have a formula which we will derive in the end of this chapter. But before that, suppose the size of the object is not small. In that case, what should we do? Suppose let us take one example. F equal to 20 centimeter we say, and F equal to 20 centimeter. Suppose we have a rod like this. So rod is completely lying on the principal axis. This distance is 30 centimeter and the length of the rod is 10 centimeter. We need to find the longitudinal magnification. So for longitudinal magnification, what we can say is, give the name A and this will be B, right? So we need to, because every object, every point on the rod will be between A and B. So it is enough that we can find the image of A and B. Those are the extreme points for the image also, and every image of the in between points will lie between those two extremes. So let us find the image of A. So for A point, F equal to minus 20. I think by now you should be able to understand how we are applying the sign convention in focal length and other terms. So F equal to minus 20 and U equal to minus 30. So VA equal to UF by U minus F. U minus F means minus 30 minus 20. So plus 20. Minus 30 plus 20 will be minus 10. So how much it becomes? Minus 60. Okay. VA. 4 point B. F equal to same minus 20, but U equal to minus this is 30 and this is 10, so minus 40. Okay, if you observe here, radius of curvature is also 40 centimeter. So object is at radius of center of curvature. The distance from pole is radius of curvature, which is 40 centimeter. So V will also be 40 centimeter on the same side. It will be negative. Okay, so here I am not doing it mathematically. If you are interested, you can do it. You will get the same answer. So we are going to just apply this. So what should be the final image? It should look like this. The object is from here to here, right? Object is from here to here. This point is A and this point is B. The image point B will start from this position itself, but point A will be at 60 centimeter from the pole. So the image will be like this. This point is B dashed also, and this point is A dashed. Okay, so here if I define the magnification in longitudinal case, ML equal to length of image by length of object. So one more point we have to take care here is, in the object is from B to A, but image is from A dash to B dash. So one minus will come. What is the length of the image? Length of the image will be this whole distance will be 60 centimeter, because every distance is measured from the pole, 60 centimeter, and this point is 40 centimeter. So 60 minus 40 is the length of the image, and length of the object we already know this is 10, and one minus sign we should put, because the orientation is changed. So what we get is -2 is the longitudinal magnification. Next we take an example to clarify the applications of longitudinal and transverse magnification better. We have taken one concave mirror of focal length 20 centimeter and we have put one U-tube, U-shaped rod, you can say U-shaped rod 10 centimeter each side, 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter. Okay. Now the nearer point is at distance 30 centimeter from the pole. So we need to find, question is find the total height, of image. What is object here? Object is a U-shaped rod. So it has three sides, each of length 10 centimeter. The nearer arm is kept 30 centimeter from the pole of the mirror of focal length 20 centimeter. So I told, just give the name. Suppose this point is A and this point is B, this point is C and this point is D. So for A and B we can have transverse magnification, AB part. Then CD also, AB and CD will have transverse magnification, while AC will have longitudinal magnification. So see the steps. For A point, focal length equal to -20, U equal to -30. So V will be how much? V will be U minus F, so -10. So V will be -60. So where is the image of the A? Image of the A will be somewhere very far away. So this is your image, A dashed. Okay, this is the object A, point A. So this will be image A dashed. For B, okay, first we find the magnification. What is the magnification for AB? It is minus V by U. This is the formula I told you, and you have to use the signing convention. So minus V equal to -60 and U equal to -30. So it becomes -2. Okay, what is the significance of this -2? The AB, if object is AB, then image will be A dashed B dashed. It is not only twice, but it will be inverted also. So inverted means this is your A dashed point, this is your B dashed point, and this will be your 20 centimeter length. Okay, so first part of this we understood. Second part is for C. For C, F equal to -20 only, but U equal to how much? -40. So this case we already know the center of curvature. This point C is the center of curvature also. So V is going to be -40. In that case, magnification for CD will be negative of -40 by -40 equal to -1. What is the significance of -1? Since the object is kept on the center of curvature, the image will also be at the center of curvature itself and of the same height. Same height means this will be, this point is your C dashed also, and this point will be your D dashed. So final image will be like this. The final image I will show like this. So this will be the, so longitudinal magnification we don't have to calculate by mathematically. We already know this is the longitudinal magnification for the this part, AC part, this one, this one. So total, if I want to say total length of image, total length of image, so it will be three components: A dashed B dashed plus C dashed D dashed plus A dashed C dashed. A dashed B dashed is this length, C dashed is this length, and A dashed C dashed will be this length. Okay, so A dashed B dashed we calculated, this is 20. C dashed D dashed -1 was the magnification, so this length was 10 only. So 10 plus what is A dashed? This length is 60 and this length is 40. So this part will be 60 minus 40 or 20 centimeter. So this will be how much? 20 centimeter. So total length was 50 centimeter. So if you understood, take one question as homework. I am not making much difference in that. Same question, but here you take f equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, this U-shaped rod, same rod, this distance is 30 centimeter, and all the arms of the rod will be 10 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and 10 centimeter. Okay, so this is a U-shaped rod of 3 arms, each of 10 centimeter. The nearer arm is at 30 centimeter from a concave mirror of focal length 10 centimeter. So find the length, or find the total length of final image. So please try this question. The answer I am giving you. So unless you get this answer, you should keep trying. If you are not getting the answer in the first attempt, you see where did you make the mistake. The answer is 10 centimeter. Okay, so in the Telegram group, please solve this question and send me, so that I can check and I can see your steps also. Thank you.